good. That's good. All right, everybody, come on in and grab a seat. Michaela, we good? All right, awesome.
I'm just a loser.
Okay, I think everybody's been here before. All right, thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meeting welcomes parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered. By combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large, we have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone who has been affected by alcohol or drug addiction. We start at 7 p.m. Please be on time. Please turn off your cell phones and stay off them. Please, only one person speaks at a time, and when you do speak, please do it loudly so everyone can hear you, because what you have to say is extremely important. We will sign any attendance slips that need to be signed. If you leave them in the green box in the hallway, on the desk out there, we will get those back to you after the meeting. The only thing we ask is that you're honest in here. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how alcohol and drug addiction has impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity. So please refrain from using excessive foul language or language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity for all who are present. If you see a visitor, a new member, or a returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. Please refrain from leaving the meeting while it's in progress. And if you're smoking or vaping, God, you are freezing if you're outside. If that's not an incentive to quit, I don't know what is. But if you are going to unfortunately do that, we hope you stop. And in the meantime, please do it away from the hallway so no one else has to breathe it coming into our building. And don't litter on our premises. I never read that one, but don't litter either. Joe, are you doing that at all? Okay. Go ahead. Or who has our lifestyles of recovery? I have no idea what I'm doing. Go ahead.
The Lifestyle of Recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. 1. Recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. Wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. Using resources such as friends, family, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. Defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. Building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. Understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. Lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. Learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. Recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. Caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
All right. Is there anyone here for their first ever Racing for Recovery meeting tonight? Ever first timers? Right on. Welcome. I love this part of our meetings. Everybody's going to go around the room. You're going to get an opportunity to very loudly say who you are, why you're here, and possibly how we can help you. Joe?
My name is Joe. I come to Racing for Recovery for a lot of meetings. Reasons and a lot of meetings. It's been a very long week, and as I was reminded this morning, Thursdays are always a day I look forward to because no matter how long or how crazy my week has been, I get to spend an hour in this room with all of you wonderful people, and I look forward to it every week.
Awesome. Nate.
My name's Nate. I come here because this place has shown me a better way to live.
Tim, I came tonight really just get over a case of cabin fever for the last 2 days.
I'm Alicia, and I'm here for order from a DUI from 2017. Wrong place, wrong time.
All right.
I'm AJ, and I'm here because this is where all my friends are at.
I'm Ben. I'm here because this place really works, and I wouldn't rather be anyplace else.
I'm Mel. I am here for a lot of reasons, like Joe said. One, most importantly, for my sanity. I just got the text that school's canceled tomorrow also, so I'm hanging out with my teenager again. But what's more important today is that I am discovering that I have qualities about myself that are useful to my peers. And like Ashley, but I'm really starting to learn some self-worth by giving back to the program through creative stuff. So.
My name's Eric. When I first walked through these doors, because of decisions I had made out there to drink a lot of alcohol, I actually pretty much believed that my life was over, that it had pretty much passed me by. But after learning to embrace the lifestyle that I learned here, I realized the only thing that was gone forever was my drinking, and that life was just beginning.
My name's Patrick, and I'm here because this is part of my routine. Racing for Recovery has shown me a lifestyle worth living, and the positivity when you walk through the doors here is amazing, and everyone here is great and beautiful.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I keep coming to the meetings at Race for Recovery because they keep me centered, focused, and growing in my recovery.
I'm Mike. I am here because I want to be happy.
Hi, I'm Betty. I come for a lot of reasons as well. I just want to continue to learn and move forward in my life.
My name's Faye, and I have made this program part of my routine, and it also helps me heal.
Hi, Cindy. I could have had a different answer for my meeting today with Todd. I'm here because I'm finding out what I want, and this place is helping me to get it, and it's giving me the confidence, and I just love it. I love y'all.
Love you.
My name's Adam. I'm here because I get to be.
I'm Craig. I'm here because this place, Racing for Recovery, has helped me to believe in myself and stay sober and live a positive life.
Show that tattoo. There you go.
I'm Sam. I keep coming back to these support groups because they've made me a better person, better father, and better husband. So I always look forward to coming here, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Unfortunately, it hasn't been too many Thursdays, but happy to see that I've been here 2 out of the last 3. So
That's great. Good to see you, buddy.
I'm Bobby. Come here because I like the program. I learn a lot, and I'm trying to keep a good streak going.
Hi, I'm John. I come to this meeting because it's the first meeting in my life that I've ever been to that I look forward to every week. And this week I'm here for the people that didn't make it here this week and who might not make it next week.
My name is Denise, and we've been coming, I think, since the fall, waiting for our son to make some changes and recognize that life can be a lot better than what it is for him right now. So we come for that reason, and I just love to be in this room and hear all of you talk, whether you're on the family side or somebody who's in recovery. You really have an impact on our lives.
I'm Kevin, and last week I was thinking my boy was going to be here last Tuesday. Unfortunately, he didn't walk in the door, so I'm back to hoping and praying again that he'll come back through these doors again.
Charles, you're up.
I'm Amy Kaywood. I come to support my brother's recovery, also my friend Adam. This is my third meeting this week, and I'm blown away with just the happiness and like all the stuff that I've learned this week so far. So
awesome. Sir.
I'm Carl, my third meeting as well. I look forward to coming, and I like the positivity, and I'll make it my routine.
My name is Adam Miller. I am working on establishing a positive routine. I am extremely thankful to be here. Thanks.
My name is Josh. I come here, I like listening to people share. More importantly, I like the fact of parents being here, siblings, wives, husbands. It's nice to hear that insight from the other side that sometimes we don't always think about, and it opens other doors in my thought process.
I'm Richard Julius Jones Jr. A little different this week. That's my real name, legal name. And I keep coming back because Racing for Recovery has shown me my full potential, and you know, it's something that I just enjoy doing. So yeah.
And I'm not going to let them outdo me. I'm Richard Julius Jones Sr. I'm here to support my son Julius.
Hi, I'm Rick, alcoholic. I'm here to keep improving one day at a time. And thanks to Racing for Recovery, it gives me the serenity and peace of mind. Thank you.
I'm Adam. I come here for the positive influence for my peers and to remain sober.
I'm Michael. I come here to be a better father and a better citizen. I love it here.
I'm Kevin. I'm here to stay sober.
I'm Frank. I'm here for the learning, the positivity, and all the people. I've gotten a lot of help just in a little bit of time I've been here. And if you need help, either come to the meetings or get you this book right here. It's a perfect book.
I'm Jacob. I'm here to remain sober and support my peers.
My name's Tom. I come here because I'm on a mission to change my whole being. You know, make it through the good days, the bad days of addiction, and this reminds me that I do have a choice in this. Even though it's just hard, and there's way more to change than just my addiction, just shooting dope or doing whatever. There's a lot that comes with it. A lot of attributes and qualities that I developed that I gotta learn how to change. You know, I'm trying to be a better person and a better man. So.
Well said.
My name's Dan. Came to Racing for Recovery because this place has given me the opportunity to get my life back on track, and I truly feel blessed to be a part of this organization.
I'm Tanya, and I'm here for 4 reasons tonight. To stay sober from this day forward, to take in and feed my brain as much as I can to my race, to break myself, my bad habits, my bad thought process down to the ground by learning new tools, to build from the ground up positive new ones, and to understand life is going to happen, whether I want it to or not, good or bad, but I do not and will not use or make excuses to do so, for I want to live and know my life is worth it.
I'm Randy. I'm here to make this a daily part of my routine and know that I have a choice not to use today.
I'm Jen. When I came here, I felt completely shattered and broken. And instead of being judged, I was embraced. I was embraced by love and acceptance. This is the first place that I felt comfortable, that I had been able to be myself. The only place I've really started to know who I am. And through some talking to people, I've learned that not to tell myself I'm a victim anymore, but I'm a survivor.
Hey girl, yeah.
Hi, I'm Deanna. The little time I've been coming here, I've made myself become a mom, a friend, a daughter, and I'm living sober today.
I am Deanna as well. And I am here, I keep coming here because this program is showing me how to love myself again, like really love myself, and has shown me how my self-esteem has given me the go-ahead to make poor choices, and so in learning to love myself, my self-esteem is getting better, and poor choices are no longer an option.
That's right. Marlon, go ahead.
I'm Marlon, and I'm here to better my life.
Gage, need to find myself and to stay clean and sober.
I'm Eric, and I'm here because this time around this has truly become a part of my life. I came in, I don't know, 35 days ago, pretty torn up, pretty wrecked up, and it gave me another chance, and I've learned that every day that I choose not to pick up and use, that things are getting better and better and better, and trying some new things and things that I've never done before, and it really works. It's good to keep doing it. I realize I'm not too old to make it.
That's right.
I'm Sarah. I keep coming here because I'm finally feeling better about myself, inside and out. So I'm going to keep coming so I can get, further along on my journey, become a better me and a better mom, especially.
I'm Steve. I come here to stay on the right path.
I'm Randy. I started coming here to try to save my daughter, and after I lost her, I kept coming here to heal, to find happiness, and I really found a new way of life for me too.
I'm Dave. I'm here to support my son, Steve.
I'm Pat. I'm here for the positivity. I'm here also to see each of my friends gain another day of sobriety or getting off drugs. I'm also here as a former enabler. And I want everyone to know who's in here or on TV. This is a place to come if even your person is using or whatever they're doing. They don't come here. You should come here and learn, because what I've learned in all the years that I've been here is I didn't know what enabling was. And it really helps you when you come here, even though that loved one is not next to you, but you're going to feel better. And I just want to thank all of my friends. I love all of you.
I'm Esther. I'm here to support my son, Michael.
I'm Michael. I'll be honest. I woke up this morning with no intentions of being here because it's cold and I didn't want to go outside. And I started sending random hope you're warm texts to some peers, and everybody seemed to like they were going to be here tonight. They were expecting me to be here, so I didn't have the heart to tell them I wasn't. So Mom, I said, I think I probably should go to the meeting tonight. Throughout the day, there was other reasons I realized that I needed a meeting, both spirituality and at 7 o'clock. And I got out of the car, and I didn't even take 3 steps, and one of my, I don't even know who it was, but one of my smoking peers were out there freezing to death, and, automatically I knew I was in the right place. Just high, wave, hey, how you doing? I didn't even make it to the door, and I'm being greeted by my peers, even on a cold, blistering day like today, and that's how it is, no matter what day or time I come here. There's always somebody welcoming me, always, and always has been. That's why I keep coming back.
I'm Amanda. I'm here because this place works for me. I enjoy being here and I'm learning how to be a better me.
Hi, I'm Craig. I'm here because this place has taught me things that I never thought I'd learn about recovery and the processes you go through, and being able to share that and open that up with people among you is hard at first, but when you do it, you realize that these people are here. They might be 6 months ahead of you, a week behind you, it all depends, but everybody's insight allows for motivation and education, and even the bond that you form with those individuals. But mainly, what I've received most is just the people here are amazing, and the things they're battling with and have conquered and are still doing what they need to do is so inspiring that there's no reason to not be here. And I almost missed tonight because I've had trouble with my car and everything this week, but man, I'm glad I'm here. It's a blessing.
I'm Dean. I'm here because I'm empowered to be here by my own choice. I've got a choice to break the cycle, and that's what I'm doing. I come here for support, give support. I didn't rock the bibs tonight because
It's a little cold.
no, it ain't about being cold, it's about change, man. I'm breaking the cycle, bro.
Same team, man. Same team.
I love you, Ty.
Rachel, go ahead.
I'm Rachel, and I'm just grateful to be here. I'm inspired every day by each and every one of you. It's awesome to be able to spend just about every day with you guys.
I'm Mike. I truly believe a few years ago that Racing for Recovery saved my life by letting me know I have a choice.
That's right, Mike.
I choose not to use.
I'm Rick. I participate in this program in memory of my son Jacob. It was so cold today, but you come in here and man, you can't help but get warmed up by the recognition of friends, the hugs, handshakes, and smiles, and just all the pleasant conversation going around. It's well worth coming out.
Hi, I'm Bruce. I started coming here about 1.5 years ago after the overdose death of my daughter from fentanyl. And kind of like Pat, we were on the support site for about 1.5 years, and not only did we not know what enabling was, I didn't know what the word meant. One of the first meetings I came to here, somebody asked a question like, well, where's kind of the line between enabling and helping? And even the question, I didn't get it. You know, what's this enabling stuff? It was like 2 minutes into the conversation before the light bulb finally went off. So what I'm looking for is, well, I've come here to support everybody in the group, but I'm also looking for a different spin on enabling. I'm looking for being enabled myself to provide better support through what I learned here to people who are in the same situation as we were.
My name is Julie. I come to support my son Joe and everybody in this group, and I too am a former enabler, and I have learned a lot about that since I've come here.
My name is Bill, and I'm here to support my son Joe and everybody in this room. And I just want to thank everybody for allowing me to learn from you sharing your stories.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and I'm just here for support.
I'm Lorenzo, and I'm here for support as well.
I'm Chris. Justin, I come here because if you utilize what this place has, you can and will get clean.
Right on, Justin.
I'm Danny. I come here to continue to learn.
I'm Marcy, and I'm here to support Danny.
John, here for responsibility and self-improvement.
I'm Eli. I'm here to get inspired by everybody and the change in perspective that I'm seeing in myself and my interactions with others, especially my family. You know, I'm taking more responsibility for that, and just different perspective, different ways of thinking about things, Todd. So that's my thing.
I'm Mike. I'm just here to stay clean.
My name's Tom. I come here to continue to learn.
Jason.
I'm Jason. I'm here for the chance to change my life.
I'm Sarah. I'm here to support my mom and to gain some strength for myself. In the past, have been somebody who thought if I just forge ahead and ignore the situation, it will go away. If I have the perfect family, it'll all go away. If I get my bachelor's degree, it'll go away. I became obsessed with this life of perfection, hoping that that would be enough for my mom to get sober. And I realized that I spent so much time being busy that we never really sat down and dealt with the issue. We just kept forging ahead. And it's a new thing for me to be by her side. And I'm really enjoying every minute that I have with her now. I did it. Sort of.
I'm Darlene, Sarah's mom, and an IOP member here at Racing. And this week has been astronomical for me. It's been very big highs, very big lows. I've learned a whole lot. I also learned a little bit about my own strength because I got hit by a car in May, and I messed up my neck and phoned the chiropractor fixing me, and she's working on me, and she's like, you know, I don't always agree with surgery. She says, but I really think you need to go get this knee replaced. So as I'm walking across however far away it is from the lodging to here, it feels like 200 miles walking on a bad knee, and I'm doing it 4 times a day in this cold weather, right? Back and forth, once for yoga, once for, meetings and whatever, But every day, or everything, I've made it here, before. So, if I can make it in this cold weather, by golly, I should be able to make it in anything that, faces me from here on out. So, I guess I'm surrendering to the surgery, which is scaring the crap out of me. So, here we go.
I'm Andy. They brought me here for the camera glare. I have to sit right here. I'm here. It took me a couple dozen meetings to learn to smile again. So thank you, everybody.
I'm Jake, and I come for the positivity and to continue learning, and enjoy meeting my new friends here, and keep building a good foundation.
My name is Matthew, and I come here because I had to get honest with myself at one point, and here I'm able to focus and aim that honesty to something more empowering and encouraging for myself.
Charles. I'm Charles. I come here on Thursdays. This allows me to be a small piece in a very large puzzle that spells hope. So that's why I come every Thursday.
I'm James. Today I want to say hi to my friend Aaron that comes to the meetings with me. He's watching from home because his daughter was born 2 days ago. Second daughter, Chloe.
Awesome.
I'm David. I came tonight to complete a rough day of sobriety, to end it on a good note, and to wish Todd and everybody that gets to go with him to Metallica a safe and happy trip.
Sir. My name's John, guys. I'm here from out of town. I got a lifelong friend, longtime friend to my left right here who invited me to be here. I've seen recovery done all over the United States, and I know just personally, Tara here, she's got 100 days and she's going strong. And it's a it's amazing. It serves its purpose for me every day since she's been in this program, and it's an honor and a privilege to be here just to witness this. Thank you guys very much for having me, honestly.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from here originally, guys, but I've been out in Arizona, Arkansas. I've been all over the country.
Awesome. Welcome, man. Cool.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm Tara, and I'm here because I'm able to live my life again.
I'm Brittany, and I'm here to do some self-reflecting.
I'm Megan. I'm here for positivity and support.
My name's Brooks. I came here tonight because these meetings help me combat some of that negative and irrational thinking that pops up every now and again.
My name's Ryan. I come here because this place has helped me learn to love myself and love my life again. And I know there's still a lot for me out there to achieve and for me to be able to better myself. And for me to start down that path, I know it starts here.
I'm Jeff. This is my first meeting here. I'm here for my son Joe to try to learn what he's going through.
I'm Joe. I'm here for motivation and positivity.
Joe, is this your third week?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, good.
And I'm his mother, third week also.
Yeah.
And I enjoy coming here.
Good to see you.
I'm Virginia, and if it wasn't for racing, I may not have gotten dressed today.
I'm a camera daughter, and I know for a fact that's a very true statement, to be very honest. I come because this program taught me a lot about enabling and anger, and it helped put the pieces of our family back together again.
Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm Bobby, and I come here because I want to live.
I'm Chris, and I'm here because I deal with a lot of life's emotional hardships and also a lot of great things in life. And like my friend Andy says, you know, when that awesomeness is going, I ride it and enjoy it. And when those hard times come, I have built a lifestyle and a support system and all these people through Racing for Recovery that, you know, help me be able to cope and understand and feel correctly and just become a whole person. And when I am struggling, I'm not afraid to talk about it, whether it be one-on-one or with someone. So I'm just so happy to be here. And my friend Joe hasn't been here in a while, and I'm supposed to give a shout out to my Soulcore family. So Stacy, what up?
I'm Sarah. It's hard to go after that, but so I second that. No, I come because honestly, this is my happy place, and I enjoy being with there.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and I come to support my awesome daughter, Sarah and Tara, and originally I came to support, but honestly I've learned so much from all you guys, and I realized how much I needed to learn, that I didn't even realize. I was like, oh, she needs to learn. No, I needed to learn. So thank you for everything that everybody shares. It's so insightful.
I'm Tyler, and I come here because this place gives me hope.
I'm Randall. I come here to smile and make other people smile.
And I'm Brian, and I'm here to learn. And I truly believe that everybody in this room cares about each other, and you know, just picks each other up, each of us up when we're down, and like a big family.
I'm Kelly, I'm Tyler's mom, and I'm here to support him in his recovery, Brian in his recovery, and anybody else who needs support.
I'm Beth. I'm here with my daughter Heather, and here to learn, and this is just kind of where we come on Thursdays now.
I'm Heather. I originally came at first because my mom begged me to and swore she found a place for me, and now I come because she was right.
Wow.
Jordan. I'm Jordan, and I'm here to spend some time with my friends and family.
Hi, I'm Penny. I'm Bobby's mom. That's music to my ears to hear my son wants to live because I want him to live. We had a meeting today with Todd, and I had brought up a subject. You know, like enabling. I never knew what enabling was until I came here and I started to listen. But like when Bobby was young, like 18, and he was out drinking and getting drunk and, you know, doing all those things, you know, my husband and I were like, well, it's like a rite of passage here. You know, this is what they do at 18, and, you know, we kind of tolerated it. So, you know, like, I don't know when our tolerance turned into enabling, but for me, it's a fine line. It's a fine line there between what you tolerate and when it goes over to the other side of enabling. So, for anybody that's going through this, you know, stay away from enabling as a parent. It's no good.
My name is Ashley, and I'm very thankful that my gig got canceled tonight because that meant that I could be here to see people that I love. And I'm also really grateful that I get to be here today because every time I'm here, it's a really good reminder that even when things get especially hard, that I never want to stop growing.
I'm Rachel. It's a good day. I get to see all my favorite people, and you know, on the bright side, I confused Todd, and that's probably why he's all scrambled. Threw him for a loop. But yeah, no, it's a great place, and recommend it to everyone.
I'm Brendan, and I'm here because I was able to make a very fast deliveries to get released from work early. They told me if I finished them, I could go. So unfortunately for those people, I'm sure their food wasn't very stable. I didn't even realize how fast I was going until I was going through a neighborhood. It became all ice, and I looked down, and I was excessively driving unsafe. And so, yeah, I just want to be here.
I'm Carrie. That's my brother. I haven't been here in a while. I've been kind of struggling with some things, and it's just kind of funny how things come at the right time. In the midst of my struggle, I got a text from Rachel. A couple of days later, I ran into Joe. A few days later, I ran into Jake. And so if that wasn't a sign that I needed to get my butt back here, I don't really know what was.
I'm Diane, Jordan's mom, here to support him, and in hopes of his brother coming back through the doors. And say how proud I am for his accomplishments. Don't ever give up on your son coming here. I mean, I never thought I'd see this day. I'm really ashamed to say 2 years ago, when things were at their worst, I used to think, and this is horrible to say, that I could bury my son before I could watch him out in this kind of weather, living in abandoned houses and getting beat up and starving. And then, I mean, I look at him sitting over here now, and how proud I am of him, and how far he's come, and this is the only place that ever worked. I'm telling you, if they just come and get him here.
Awesome. I'm Chris. I come to Racing for Recovery because it's helped save my life, and the positivity and the support from the people that are in here.
I'm Todd. I'm proud of Chris for even standing up because I know how nervous he is sitting up here tonight. It's awesome. You're doing good. I'm just grateful and honored to be a part of this amazing program of ours. Plain and simple. Who has Dee's poem, The Answer?
The Answer by Donald D. Carr. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light of hope that lies before me, each step overwhelms me, every breath sears my throat. I ache, my mind rebels against me, my memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. Voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being full of thoughts and feelings. I'm worth saving. Just show me the way. At last I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, looks of trust. And so it begins. Racing for Recovery.
Okay, boy, we had a long time doing announcements or introductions, which is okay. We may or may not go past 8 o'clock tonight, depending on how we're doing. So just one quick announcement I want to say. Michael is going to be on 93.5 on Monday morning at 8:20 usually is the time. I got to get that confirmed with Denny. I'll post it on our Facebook page, but tune in on Monday to hear Michael share his awesome story of over having a year of sobriety and everything he's doing. So I love doing that kind of stuff. Okay, let's do this. I couldn't help but hear the word enabling about 4 or 5 times tonight, so that's a hint that maybe we ought to talk about that. So let's talk about enabling, what it is, what not to do with that. And then also, too, I want to talk about, and I've never done this before either, I want to talk about just slowing down. Frank, you said this to me earlier today in the kitchen. I was coming through the kitchen, and Frank said to me, he goes, dude, are you ever going to slow down? You're nonstop every time I see you. And as I was trying to get the meeting going tonight, I found myself making a couple of mistakes because my head wasn't where it should have been, and I wrote down on the top of the page, slow down. And that's relative to a lot of things early on in recovery. I think people, they're rushing. I got to get this back, I got to get this back, and it's rush, 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 and I haven't used in a couple of weeks or whatever, and I find myself reflecting back at that. It's like, man, just slow down, relax. Enjoy this process, because it's a good process, and if you're rushing through it all the time, you're going to miss some pretty cool things. So thank you, Frank, for telling me to slow down. And so let's talk about the benefits of slowing down, I guess, or if you're struggling with that or trying to constantly rush. And the difference between enabling your loved one and actually supporting their recovery. Those are 2 good things to talk about tonight. Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, about the moving too fast. I used to get so pissed off when people would be like, just slow down, you're moving too fast, you're moving too fast. So I felt like people don't understand like the constant shit that would go in my head nonstop when I was actively using. But then it was like I was still in that habit of moving fast when I would try before to be clean, and I would still move too fast. I'd be in a rush to hurry up and get a car, try to get my license, hurry up and get a place, hurry up and make up for this, make up for that, hurry up and work. And I would overwhelm myself so much. I would hurry just to self-destruct. I would gain all this stuff and just destroy it, even quicker, every time, just keep destroying it. This time, I can actually stand the phrase, slow down, or I'm moving too fast. I caught myself this week doing that, being stressed out about my situation and stuff, and not knowing a certain day or things that were going to happen for me. And I had to tell myself, just be patient. I'm going to rush this shit. I'm going to miss something. I'm so focused on this right here, what I want to know, and when this is going to happen, I'm missing all this shit in between. I might miss some really important shit, being tunnel vision. I'm moving too damn fast.
That's great. What's that? Randy, go ahead.
I was just going to say that
that's great.
For me, I think looking back at all that happened with my daughter, I think enabling almost became like a drug to me. You just get caught in, sucked into the drama, and you can't even tell what you're doing. But when you finally, I think that's the thing that I got the most out of coming here, was learning that because she was under the influence of the drugs, that everything she did had a little bit of a twist to get what she wanted. And when I would give her money for food because she said she was hungry, it didn't buy her food, it bought her drugs. So we as parents or as friends or spouses, we need to be here as much as the people who have the addiction, because unless we get this under control, we're just feeding each other and we never change.
Well said, Randy. Frank?
The part about slowing down, when I said it to you, it was given to me by other peers, like my roommate and a few other people that are always around me. They go, Frank, you never slow down. You wake up and you're already wired. Go slow down And that's where, when I seen you whipping around, it just popped out and to say, hey, you need to slow down. But I give credit where credit's due. It's my roomie and a lot of other people. You know who you are that said it to me. I give you all a lot of credit. Sometimes we do gotta slow down.
It's crazy how these topics come up. I think my slowness of my recovery is what's vital. Like I've taken it very slow. I never stopped going to ILP. I still go to ILP. Like I still need it. I was in no hurry to rush through things. I still do my one-on-one counseling. I need it. And that conversation, not to throw our business out there, Jen, but we had a conversation today about slowing down, and it's really about I can't be in a hurry about a relationship, about a job, about anything that's going to jeopardize my sobriety. And it's not even just about being sober, not using drugs and alcohol. It's about not falling back into a codependent mess that I spent the last 20 years in. Like I can't do that. And it's just crazy how these topics come up because we just had a conversation this afternoon that reminded me that I needed to be at this place. It humbled me to know that even after a year, this is still important to me in my sobriety.
Well said. No, go ahead.
I think for me this week, it's kind of been the same thing about slowing down. And I've had some issues this week with my daughter, you know. And on Monday and Wednesday in the meeting, Rob just kept saying to me, you got to be grateful, Melissa, for where you're at. And you have to be grateful for what you have. And you do have a house, or you know, you do have an apartment, and it might be small, but you have a warm place to stay. And so I think that for slowing down for me for this week means I need to give my daughter my presence and not presents. And I need to do the same thing in my recovery to myself. And that's something different that I'm doing this time to be credible. Todd always tells me to be credible, and to be credible and accountable this time around, I am present for my recovery. And that's something I have never done, because just like Jen, I've always worked on recovery because somebody wanted me to, or I needed to get something back. And this time I'm just about being present in today and really learning from my peers who I am. So.
Rick?
The topic enabling, that's something that was always such a big struggle because, you know, it's somebody that you love and you don't want to see them starving, you don't want to see them freezing, you don't want to see them lose, you know, their car, their home, whatever. And it's such a weapon that kind of, you know, works against you. And even, you know, he's been gone for 2.5 years, but you still, I get some answers in meetings and I think, yeah, that's it. But then, you know, you think about scenarios, you know, that pop up with other people or just in memories, and it's like, oh, which would I, it's like you can never get past that. You know, you can never be 100% strong. And I mean, I've even had scenarios pop up in dreams, and your first thought in the middle of a stinking dream is, well, I got to do this, you know. So that's the battle that's so hard for people, and I think it is a good thing for, you know, parents and loved ones to come in here and keep going over that topic from time to time, because you do need all the help you can get to keep from doing that. So.
We had an example at the Ron and Sandy aren't here tonight. Years ago at the church in Sylvania, there was a mom in there that said she was allowing her son to live in her basement. She would drive him to his drug dealer's house. She would give him the money to get the drugs, and the logic behind that was that she didn't want him to die on the street. And I thought, wow, when I think of, I don't even know if that's enabling or just, completely being manipulated. I don't know what that was, but that was the most extreme case of just both sides being absolutely lost in this. And I think with respect to enabling, I don't want to speak for all my fellow substance abusers in here, but I didn't need help from my family getting drunk. I didn't need to call my family and say, I need some help putting this liquid in my system or a line of coke up my nose. I never needed help for that. So in recovery or even in the addiction, if you're being asked to do something and it's usually I need, the question I would pose back is, what are you doing for yourself first? And what are you going to do with this help that I am possibly thinking of giving you? And that's a good place to start. If you are doing anything that is helping that loved one to continue to self-destruct in any capacity, the answer is no. Flat out no. No cash, none of that. If there's any chance of whatever you're doing is going to help them get better, yes. Can I have a ride to a support group meeting? 100%. Can you give me money to get out of jail or whatever? No. But ask yourself that, or ask your loved ones that. What are you doing for yourself first? What are you bringing to the proverbial party? And listen to that first. And I pray to God I never have a child that's going through this, but I know if I got asked that question when I was asking my latest scam to get drugs or whatever, that would have made me think a little bit first before I asked. John, on the wall, you're up, buddy.
John again. Ironic that you said that. A month and a half ago I had my mom drive me to a drug dealer and I was so embarrassed that I told her to go into the Dollar General while I copped, so Mom didn't have to watch, you know what I mean? And then get high in the back seat while she's driving home. So that's life. In the last it's taken me 4 months, 3 overdoses, 2 jail stints, and 1 detox to get enough clean time to get a shot in my ass. So now I don't do dope anymore. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, but let's talk about enabling. Yeah. Talk about enabling. It's a two-way street. I come here mostly because I love hearing stories like Randy's and a couple right here. That really brings me in here. I have to take ownership in how my mother enabled me because I was gaslighting her every single day. I was a master manipulator. That's what we do. We're the best in the world at it, and it's unfortunate because we don't use that ability for anything positive in the streets. And that takes me to talking about slowing down. Because on the streets, there's only one speed, and it's not slow. And like I said last week, the streets are still undefeated, and especially tonight and last night.
Yeah.
You know, I pray for the people out there sleeping in bandos, burned out houses. Come on now. If I'm not in here, I'm out there. And if I'm out there, I'm doing too much. I feel, to use the analogy, when I'm in early recovery, like I'm reaching and reaching, I feel like the analogy, like I'm a thirsty dude at the bar trying to go up and get every number from every girl and just getting rejected because, like, I don't know how to deal with myself in early sobriety. I'm like, who am I? Oh, these emotions are coming back. These feelings are coming back. Literally, who am I now? And that's a big question to have to answer. And I don't know if people can do it on their own. And that's why I think places like this exist. You know?
Well said. Wow. Well said. Denise.
For me tonight, Todd, both subjects apply. We struggle with what enabling is. I think we know what it is, it's black and white, and we've encountered some gray areas, and we had to go speak to a wise old owl named Todd to give us a little bit of direction and some wisdom, and just some tools to put in our toolbox. And as far as slowing down goes, I run, and keep myself busy, and I do to not think about my boy. And it just wrecks my heart. But what's happening now is it's wrecking my health. And I've had to make some pretty big decisions to slow down and take care of me. And I love him, and I will always love him, but this is a time right now where I got to take care of myself, or I won't be around to love my other kids, so, and my husband. So yeah, slowing down applies to enabling parents as well.
I love this group. Brendan, go ahead.
I think slowing down is important because it's easy to get distracted by the things that arise, the hardships that come about, and then it's harder to stay focused on what you're doing when there's one after another. Before you can escape or finish one problem, another one comes, and another one comes, and then slowly but surely you don't realize it, but you're overworking yourself in the complete wrong direction, thinking you're doing the right thing, and it turns out you're not. And I feel in those situations, it doesn't really matter how long you've been clean or anything, you always need to surround yourself with people that can check you when that happens. Because a simple conversation and a simple phrase or something could make you realize that in an instant. The one that was given to me recently was, what are you doing for yourself? And I didn't have an answer. And then I was like, holy shit, what am I doing for myself? Like nothing right now. So it made me reflect a lot on like what I should be doing versus what I am doing. Like, so there's improvements to be made all the way around, and there always will be. But just overworking myself, I kind of lost a little bit of track of that. So I'm glad that, you know, I'm still here, that I didn't do anything stupid in this process, that I can still keep doing what I'm doing. I can walk right back into what I was doing. I know all the answers. I just got to act upon them now. And so I'm grateful for that. And then when it comes to enabling, I always look at it as if it doesn't make you happy for what the person is asking, then it's probably not a good idea. Like, you would be happy as a parent if your child asked you to take you to a recovery place. You would not be happy if they asked you for 20 bucks and didn't tell you why. Like, you know, vice versa. Or if you're even second guessing anything, it's probably not a smart idea. You're probably enabling them without even realizing it. So I just like to change everything to the emotions. Like, how does it make you feel? Like, are you scared or feared? Are you nervous, like, because of whatever they want? Like, then that's probably them enabling and manipulating you and everything else. So I think we all just should focus on what we need to do before we can do anything else.
Sam.
Yeah, speaking from the point of view of someone who was enabled, kind of piggybacking off what was said earlier, to me, the big difference between support and enabling, like when I was big in coke, I'd ask my mom, hey, I need $100 to pay the electric bill. I'd ask my aunt, hey, I need $150 to pay this. You know, my dad didn't enable me, he supported me. Because the electric was about to be shut off. It was about this time of year, it was February. He didn't put up with no bullshit. He's like, okay, I'm not putting money in your account. You have a bill there? What's your account number? I'll call DTE, and in the morning, I'll pay off your bill. He said, don't ask me for any money, but if you have a bill, you can either forward me the bill, or you can do this. You know, which, I mean, granted, if he would have given me the money, I would have put it right up my nose and drank it away. But at the same time, you know, I was happy that I did at least keep the heat on and the electricity on until spring. You know, so it's a very, very thin razor blade line, you know, and I don't know, I was very happy that he did keep the electricity going, but at the same time I was trying to get maybe a little something, you know, for myself and for my using, you know, so I mean, like John said, we're master manipulators. We are. If we want something, we'll spin it 20 different ways, you know, like a globe. There's 7 continents, we'll spin it 7 ways. You know, and we'll find out which dart that continent's gonna, or which continent the dart's gonna hit on, you know, until we can get our way. So.
Charles, you're up.
Okay, still Charles. I don't talk well sitting up, I'm stand up anyway. No, slowing down and enabling. Slowing down for a lot of us needs to be when this meeting's over with, and you've got people in here for the first time, people that want people in here. You've got on the other side people that say that lost people because they didn't know what an enabler was, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Outside of this forum, the word enabling is just like going to another planet. There's nothing to even compare it with. But rooms like this and people like this in these rooms can really educate you. Sometimes, you know, I've seen it, people would come out of a program such as this, the whole family would go to Red Lobster, father buys dinner and he buys wine for everybody. Well, the person in this program that picked up the wine, you have enabled them to want to have something to go back out again. It's just a thin line that education is everything. And this is the place of education. That's why I think on Thursdays, I make a point to be here because I can truly relate with so much going on in here. You know, on an individual and on a very, very personal level. I've been a user, I've been law enforcement, I've been everything that you would want to do with this. I've been a bad dope fiend. I mean, I used and couldn't use no more. So none of this is foreign to me, but slowing down is just that. You got to slow down and ask questions. Even with family members that you may want to have this is a shameful thing, you've got to go ahead and deep down and share with people about what you're doing that can better help you, not to enable, but enabling, like someone said in here. They never even heard the word, could not put it together. And you cannot. It's a foreign element. It doesn't exist outside of drug addiction, alcoholism, or just a person's got a bad character and they want to use you up. So, and I'll go here and shut down. If you're forcing her, be it court order or by any other means, that's not a bad thing. God Almighty, and that's what I believe in. No Bible thumper, of course, but it says, peace be still. Moses spread the light, we want to spread the ocean or the sea. He had to be still to be used. You've got to be still sometimes with someone to use you. So, you're in the right place. It's about education. It's about love. It's about no shame. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to look at you strange. The strange thing would be to leave her and not touch somebody and not say, look, I heard what you were saying. What's up? God's placed people in here that's lost loved ones, and my heart feels for them. But they're in here for their sole purpose, to go a little deeper than I or someone else can that's not been there. You know, you got to pour your heart out. You got to let it be real just for this hour, because we got a whole nother week before this is going to happen again. That's all I got to say. Thanks.
I thought I was supposed to go before Charles, not after Charles. Michael hit it kind of on the nose. You know, it's weird how the topics just come up and they go with what's going on in your life. But slowing down, when I was doing the intro, I was saying when I'm struggling, you know, I'm not afraid to raise my hand and talk about it. But that doesn't mean I like to raise my hand and talk about it. I know Dan's watching, and if you haven't met the miracle worker up front, he's what makes this place one of the main reasons it runs so smoothly and awesome. So him and Rachel do an awesome job, but they both have noticed, you know, and told me to slow down, and as well as my peers and stuff like that. And I got so much going on with being a father and school and trying to do a nice workout program and working, and I just got so much on my plate, and I forget to, you know, stop and smell the roses, I guess. And I look at my friend Michael over there. You know, I watched him since day one go, you know, super tortoise speed, and I was always trying to be the hare and run, and I stopped to take a nap under the tree, and he kept moseying on along and right past, you know. And so I constantly need to take reprieve and check myself. And earlier this week, I injured myself last week, and I really didn't want to stop working out. And I talked to 3 of my peers over here that gave me advice to, you know, chill out. And it was really hard for me, and I didn't want to listen to them, and I took their advice, and thankfully now, like, I feel way better, and I'm realizing that the importance of rest, which I've never done before. I'm always like, it's better for me to accomplish everything half-assed than to do everything solid and good. So
I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and check myself at the door and slow my roll and back up a little bit and make sure I'm doing everything 150% solid rather than doing 100 things 10%.
Before we wrap up, I think it was Chris, I heard this from in here a while ago when the topic of enabling came up, and he said, I wasn't enabled, I held people hostage. And I was like, wow, that's a whole other, as John was talking about manipulating, it's like, I agree with it. It's like, we're not being enabled, we're holding dear loved ones hostage, literally. But how when we talk about gratitude, I think I've never met somebody who's battling drugs and alcohol who's been a bad person. Hurting people, yes. Bad people, no. And how good is it just simply not to be holding loved ones hostages anymore? I mean, right? I picked up Andy this morning, and we came in to exercise this morning, and it was cold outside, and he looked at me when we came inside. He goes, you know, a couple years ago, I was homeless in Grand Rapids, Michigan, at this time of year when it was that cold. And he was like, I'm just so grateful I'm not doing that anymore today. Had a big old smile on his face, and came in here and rode his bike, and there he is sitting over there tonight, big old smile on his face. And it's like the whole thing of enabling and addiction and jails and all that stuff, it doesn't have to happen. Once you make a choice to stop, it's over. It's over. No family member has to be hurt anymore. Nobody has to enable or lie or any of that. It's just, let's get on with some good living. Like you said, Bobby, I'm here to live, right? I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports this program and it comes here. It's awesome, truly awesome, because of everybody who makes us do what we do. Who has our closing poem?
Got it. Autobiography in 5 short chapters by Portia Nelson. I walk down the street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I fall in. I'm lost, I'm hopeless, it isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I see it is there, I still fall in, it's a habit. My eyes are open, I know where I am, it is my fault. I get out immediately. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I walk around it. I walk down another street.
Thanks for coming, everyone.